Hi Scorpio, it's Ash Tarot with your July 2021 tarot card reading. I'm going to start by getting you an oracle card. The oracle card will be the overall feel of your card reading, as usual. Okay, so we have the wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. The pig spirit, use your mind wisely. The beetle spirit, magic works through you. And the lion spirit, be generous of spirit. So there's a lot of messages coming in for you in the month of July, Scorpio. So I think you're definitely thinking a lot about something, maybe the next move in your life, the next big thing coming into your life, or maybe you're dealing with a lot of things that are making you a little bit emotional or thinking a lot about stuff. I think that right now you are trying to definitely create something. You're trying to bring something to life in your relationship or in your work life. So maybe you're starting a new job or a new career path. This is also about when you're leading other people, you know, being kind and understanding their situation. And helping them along too, you know, not being overly cocky either. I think it's important for you to make sure that you are being careful with the words that you use with people, the way you word things, so that you don't seem like you're coming off as rude or attacking them. I definitely think that for you right now, the lion is always kind of like a sign of courage and going through something difficult in life. So it doesn't mean that it has to be an extremely difficult thing, but maybe you're making a hard decision, like you have a decision to make and it's kind of difficult. You know, things aren't perfect. I think you want to work towards something, but things may not be lining up as easily as you had hoped for. It's going to be a little bit tricky. So whatever you are going through, you know, just have that courage to move forward. Be careful of how you're wording things. Be careful of hurting other people. You know, show them how you really are feeling about a situation. Verbalize things respectfully and responsibly. This sometimes life stings sort of feeling is, again, reminding that things may not be perfect. It may be tricky on your journey. And on the bottom, we have the flamingo spirit, which I don't normally always read the bottom oracle card for you, but I just feel like this is kind of fitting because you have a lot of emotions going on right now, because I think that you're really trying to figure things out, right? You're trying to figure out the next chapter of your life or how you're feeling about a situation. This flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. So on this journey that you're going through, that may not be a perfectly laid out journey. It may be difficult at times. As you're going, enjoy the journey, and you know, while you're trying to get to where you want to be in life. So again, you know, this pig spirit isn't just like the way that you talk to others, but it's also about how you pick up energy. Be careful of picking up negative energy throughout this situation. You're trying to do something. Maybe you're working with other people. Some of you may be supervisors of other people, and it may not always be easy. You have to kind of remember to remember your position, that you need to be respectful too, even if you're in control of other people, like a supervisor position, you know. And if somebody's having a bad day at work or even at home, don't let that negatively influence you, right? That's their own sort of battle. But I do think that you're trying to grow in a certain direction, and right now the in-between is kind of not so exciting. Maybe there's a lot of hoops to jump through to get to where you want to go. Maybe you're a little stressed out on this journey. You know, sometimes we want things, but we forget that sometimes it can be difficult to get to that end result. So now I'm going to do your tarot card reading. Okay. So I think for a lot of you in the past, you kind of thought about comparing your life to other people, stressing about things not being perfect or wanting things to be perfect. I think that sometimes you always thought like the what ifs in life. Maybe you compared your situation to other people and thought, why do they get handed this better life, you know, this better, dealt this better hand in life. And I think that maybe you're always thinking that you want more, or whatever you have isn't enough, right? I think that's how you used to feel about a situation, you know, about your situation. But now you're getting over that, and I think you're becoming a little bit more grateful for what you do have in life and realizing that it is good enough. There's also a situation that maybe in the past wasn't completely clear to you, but now things are becoming clear to you. The secrets are out in the open. You know how someone feels about a situation, or you know the truth about a situation. And again, I think that goes back to this, like, don't pick up negative energy. You know, be careful how you're dealing with a situation with people. I think you kind of have a better idea on how to handle a situation with people. You're no longer stressing and worrying so much because you're not doing the what ifs anymore. You know. So again, like I said, this path has been bumpy for you, whatever you're trying to get to. Although you kind of know the reality, like what's really going on in this situation, we do have that Two of Swords popping up here. So I think you're kind of afraid to make a move and make a choice because you're afraid of what's going. See, I said before that you're coming out of this what if state, but I think that you're still afraid to make a move because you don't want to upset what's going on. Like, you don't really want to make a decision because you don't want to upset what you're dealing with here, the person or the situation. You just don't want to make things kind of hectic and crazy right now. Trying to definitely figure out the best way to tackle the situation, though. You're trying to get as much as you can out of the situation. I feel like you know, like you're going in a certain direction, but it may not be perfect. There is going to be some sort of news coming in, possibly good news. Now, this news coming in, I see that there's some sort of movement. You're going in a different direction. Some of you may be moving. Some of you may be going to a new location. It could be for work. But there's some sort of movement happening here. But I do also have the Three of Swords. So maybe the news might be good for you, but may hurt someone else's feelings. Or maybe you're afraid that this is going to hurt you. There's some sort of conflict for sure, though. So with this news coming in, there is some sort of conflict, but you are moving in a different area. I feel like there's something you really want to do, but you're afraid of doing it. Or you don't know how to do it. Or you don't know what's going to happen if you do it. There's also this, okay, so Six of Wands is in reverse here, so there's a little bit of a delay to this victory, or if you do end up with this victory and you do what you want, maybe it's not going to be as satisfying as you had thought it would be. There's definitely the struggle to make a choice and move forward onto something because you're trying to balance things out. I think some of you may be afraid, if let's say you're going to start a new job, this is just an example, you may be afraid, is this new job, the hours, if it's different from what you've worked before, is this going to somehow affect my family? Is this going to somehow affect my social life? You're trying to find that balance. Like, you just want everything to be like, you want this change, but you also want things to kind of be the way that they have been, you know. Someone or something, too, from the past or past situation that's weighing in on your decision to make this move. Negative toxic relationship or something that happened in the past. It just makes you nervous about moving ahead with this. You have options, but if you wait too long to make this decision, you may lose out on this option. There's a chance of some sort of partnership. Okay, so for some of you, maybe it's a decision to start dating someone and move in this direction of this new relationship with someone. But past relationships, maybe you experience a negative past relationship and it is making you kind of nervous about moving forward in this. Even though the intentions of this person is clear and you understand what you're getting yourself into, you still may be nervous. For others, it may be a partnership with work. Maybe something happened negatively before in the past when it came to you starting something new at work or getting involved with something at work. I think a lot of you do feel like this could influence your relationship too. So again, back to that job, like if you really want to start a new job and everything, you may be nervous about balancing out your personal life too. How are you going to do all of this? It's definitely, you need to make a choice. You need to make a choice and realize it's not going to be perfect as you go. This time of your life is going to possibly be a little bit of a struggle. When I say struggle, I don't mean completely negative where you're pulling your hair out of your head and just crying every night. But I do mean that maybe you are going to be very busy with work. Maybe you're going to be very busy with your new life, whatever that may be. Again, not picking up on that negative energy. And this, now that I'm looking at it more, this negative energy could be a person, like if you're going to leave a relationship and move forward with a new relationship, you may be afraid of how the last person is going to feel. If you're going to leave a job, go to a new job, you may be afraid of how that's going to affect the employer that you have now that you're going to be leaving. You may be afraid of just relationships and things around. I feel like you want to do something, but you don't know if you have the time. You don't know if you're going to have enough time to pull this off. You don't know if you're going to have the energy to pull this off. You don't know if you're going to have the support of the people around you to pull it off. You're going back and forth. Should I do this? Should I not do this? How do I do this? And you also, again, that negative energy, you do need to let go of. You need to move forward with courage. You need to develop and grow and be happy. And at this time, even though it seems chaotic and you're trying to balance things out and make it all perfect, you need to embrace the in-between. You need to also enjoy the journey until you get there. So I think right now, Scorpio, there's something you want to do. You just don't know if it's the right time or if you can pull it off. That's your reading for July 2021. I'm hoping to maybe get an extra reading in this month before I do the August reading. So have a good rest of the month, and I will possibly see you later on this month or in August.